Alright YouTube, EcwNumbaWan back here again. I'm just going to do a quick WWE bragging rights PPV. I just finished watching it. It's now 4:10 in the morning here in the UK. This is my first PPV review and I just wanted to give it a shot to see how you guys thought I was at it. So yeah, I'm just going to start off. The bragging rights PPV started off with a Bryan Danielson versus Dolph Ziggler matchup. It's US champ versus IC champ, and I think we all expected this to be a very good match, but I did not expect it to be as good as it was. This was definitely match of the night for me, and it was the opener. They were given a good time. I think it was around 15 to maybe 17 minutes they got given for this, and they made the most of that. Like, I remember Danielson doing an amazing spot. It was a diving drop kick into the corner post. Ziggler dived out of the way. Danielson landed on his head. I thought that was him out for the count on that. But oh my god, that was just brilliant. I could not believe he got up from that. And they kept on fighting after that. Like, the match was mainly dominated by Ziggler, which I think most of us expected it to be. But it was a really good technical match. Ended up with Ziggler getting frustrated, taunting Danielson on the ground. Standing above him, Danielson counters it into the label lock, and Ziggler taps out. Before I forget, something that made this PPV a lot better for me was the crowd. They were so into this match, and that really, when the crowd's into a match, it does make the whole PPV itself look better. Like, I was discussing this with Sorcy on Facebook tonight during the PPV, and we were just talking about the crowd was so hot throughout the night. Every match they were into, you could tell they were enjoying what they were seeing throughout, and that really does come through the TV. It really makes you feel like the show's better. If it's a bad show and the crowd are into it, it's just got that feeling that it's better than what it is. But not taking anything away from the show, it was a very good show. Second match on the card was an impromptu match for the WWE Tag Team titles. Who was it? Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre came out doing a promo about how no tag team can beat them in the WWE at the moment. And the Raw general manager piped in on the computer by Michael Cole saying, "There is a team that can beat you." Left it at that. Nexus music plays, and I was like, I think a lot of the guys I was talking to on Facebook were just marking out at that point, like Sorcy, James, whatever. We were marking out because we've been wanting Nexus to get a title shot for so long, and we were saying they can't just have the WWE title shot. That's leaving all the other members out. And then out comes Wade, calls Otunga's wrestling in this match for the tag title. And then I jokingly said to my brother, who was sitting in front of me at the time, I just said to him, yeah, his partner's going to be Cena. And what do you know, it actually was. Like, I was actually quite surprised at that, but I wasn't surprised that after revealing that the Nexus won. And I'm happy about that. I'm a huge Nexus fan. I'm hoping, though, that they do a Freebird rule, like what Laycool are doing right now, that they can change who defends it in that particular group. Like, one night they might have Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel defending it, maybe, fighting for the titles. I'm not sure. Just have to wait and see, I suppose. But I think it would be good to see the Freebird rule in effect for this team. Well, this faction, stable, the Nexus. But yeah, it was a decent match. Cena attitude adjustments, the AA to David Otunga afterwards. Not very surprisingly, after they won, Cena takes both the belts to the back after that, and that was it. The next match was Goldust versus Ted DiBiase. It's a filler match. We all knew it would be. It was a decent match. I like watching Goldust wrestle. Ted DiBiase is not doing anything for me anymore. When he was with Legacy and when they were breaking up, I thought, yeah, Ted's going to go far. It's the same Miz and Morrison effect. Everyone thought it would be Morrison, but it was really Miz and Cody that have actually made something of themselves so far. Like I said, it was a decent match, but it's really filler. And towards the end, it was just the Maurice versus Aksana confrontation, attacking each other. Ted DiBiase, I think it was. I'm not sure who won this actually. I think it was DiBiase. I'm almost sure it was. Yeah, it was DiBiase because Goldust got distracted because Oksana was crying or something in the ring. And after the match, Maurice went and brought the $1 million title into the ring. Oksana attacked her and took the belt off her. Turned around and looked like she was going in for a kiss with Ted DiBiase. Pulls away. Goldust turned DiBiase around and did the suplex swinging kind of neck breaker. I can't remember what they called it. Really bugging me now. But I really love that move. Goldust finisher is awesome. The name of it's escaped me though, but really good good finisher. Match was alright. Wouldn't say it's brilliant. It's not that good, but it's watchable. After that, it was the Divas match, which was Layla of Laycool facing Natalya for the Divas title. Before the match, as expected, most of the time now, Laycool do like promos before the match on the mic, playing to the crowd and everything. So not surprised to see them doing that again. They said some funny things. Can't really remember what they were, but yeah, it was good. The match was decent for a Divas match. Nothing special really. Natalya took a really hard kick to the face though from Michelle McCool towards the end, setting up the finish, and that kick looked painful to me. Me and the guys on Facebook were just, we all had the same reaction to that of, ouch. That was a nasty kick. But yeah, Layla picked up the victory and retained the Divas title for Laycool. After that, it was the Buried Alive match was next up on the card. Before the match, there was a really good promo with Josh Matthews. He was actually inside the grave, the 6-foot deep grave where they'd be buried, and the camera was coming down from above him. It was a really good promo, I thought, because it really hyped up the actual burying. That the principle of the match was to bury your opponent, and it really did show the grave well, like the depth of the grave. I don't know, the promo did something for me, and it just made me hyped up and pumped up to see this match. Like, he really got across that the Buried Alive match is a big deal, which I think was a really good reason for the promo, and was a really good idea on that part. Again, the crowd played into this match a lot. At the start, they had a really good "We Want Blood" chant, which obviously they're not going to get, but they can still chant what they want. They pay for their tickets. Throughout the match, Kane and Undertaker fought throughout the crowd. They went in the crowd once, fought about a bit, came back out, went back in. It was a brawling match. You're not going to expect wrestling in a Buried Alive match, are you? So it was a brawl. We all knew it would be, and as they slowly made their way to the gravesite, you could tell the crowd was getting pumped up. They were fighting Undertaker. They're fighting on the edge of the gravesite, just beside the hole of the actual grave. And I can't remember what he did. I think, oh no, it was Undertaker got Kane in the is it the Hell's Gate? Yeah, it's called the Hell's Gate, the triangle submission hold Undertaker used. Kane passes out. Undertaker just simply rolled him into the grave, and at this point he notices Paul Bearer at the other side of the grave, and starts to slowly go after him while Kane's lying in the grave. At this point, I got a bit confused because the Nexus came out, and I thought, wow, this is good. For the reason that the idea that was stuck in my head now was, this is Nexus's night. They're going to dominate this PVP. This is the night that they take the title. They take the WWE title, they take the tag titles, and they ruin the World Heavyweight title match. Well, not ruin, but interfere in it. They help Undertaker. They attack Undertaker, and as they're doing this, Kane has the time to get out the grave. They hold Undertaker back, allowing Kane to hit him with the urn, basically taking out the Undertaker, knocking him out. They simply roll him into the grave and start shoveling the dirt on him, but Kane quickly chases them away and does his explosion pyro thing. I don't know what it is. It's just the explosion for the pyro, and it strikes the dumper truck above the grave, obviously dropping the dirt in, allowing Kane to retain the title. I was happy with that. Kane deserves it. He's put up so much throughout his years in the WWE. He's been a jobber, he's been whatever. He's done a good job. Full props to him. He deserves this long title run, and I hope it continues for a while now. Don't know where else they go from here now. Undertaker's lost too many matches to be in the contention, I think. I'm not sure. The next match was the Bragging Rights 7-on-7. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the 7-on-7. I'm glad they did elimination this year, because it even hypes up Survivor Series. They've been doing a lot more of the team matches recently. They did it at SummerSlam, they've not done it here. I'm a fan of the team aspect of like Survivor Series. I've always liked that, and I'm glad they're bringing that kind of thing back. But 7-on-7 seems like a bit much. 5-on-5 maybe, but maybe they're just not doing that because it's more Survivor Series. But yeah, no surprise that Santino was the first eliminated for Team Raw by Tyler Rex, who I was very impressed with in this match. He has a good look to him. He looks like a guy that you can believe his character. He's just the kind of tough guy. Don't know how to describe him. It's just he's got a good look though. I am becoming a fan of his. From being a relatively unknown, since was it a surfer gimmick he had on ECW? I can't remember, but he had a bad gimmick. And yeah, the eliminations continued. Del Rio attacked his own partner Rey Mysterio because of their history. Eliminations. Big Show and Sheamus actually got double count out together, attacking on the fighting on the ramp together. So they got double count outed. And then it ended up as 5-on-2 for Raw, with Ray away because he got injured by Del Rio. Edge spears a few, Morrison and R-Truth. It ends up as a tag match, Edge and Ray versus Big Zeke and The Miz. It ends up as Miz versus the two of SmackDown, and not very surprisingly, SmackDown picks up the win with Edge spearing The Miz. I kind of saw this coming, seeing as I read recently that Vince wanted SmackDown to be recognized as the #1 brand, but I was still hopeful that Miz's push might continue and show itself through the tag match leading his team to victory, but it's not going to hold him back at all. He's still got the Money in the Bank. He's still obviously a future champ. So, and then the main event was Wade Barrett versus Randy Orton for the WWE title. I was, me and all the guys on Twitter, Facebook were positive Wade was going to win, because before the match he said to Cena, "If I don't win this match, you're fired." And we just thought, wow, he has to win this now. We were even thinking he might win and Miz just cashes in on him, but obviously that didn't happen. If you didn't see it, Cena actually got Randy Orton disqualified after a decent match. I actually said to sources during this match, Wade's holding his own here. He's actually gotten me believing that he's a real contender for this title. He fits the picture in the main event. You can believe him as a WWE champion, I think, now. In my view, I think it's a matter of time until he becomes champ, no doubt. But I think he's ready for it now. He's definitely ready for the main event picture. He fits it perfectly. And I said that to source. He agreed with me completely. Like, we both had the same opinion on that. So yeah, Cena got Orton disqualified, which does still keep him his job since Wade did technically win, but it's a loophole. And everyone was so frustrated on Facebook and all that. It was a good way to end PPV though. They're just Orton's run, fair enough. They're giving him a decent length run. He hasn't held the belt in a while, but so yeah. Overall, the PPV I did really enjoy. It was a very good PPV. I actually converted an old WWE fan, one of my friends, Super Whoopa on YouTube. He watched it and said he really did enjoy it. He thought it was really entertaining. He's now a WWE fan again, so props for me on that. But yeah, good PPV. Match of the night, I'm going to go with Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, and Dolph Ziggler. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is my first WWE PPV review. I just thought I'd do it for a bit of fun. I just wanted to try it for once, not done it before. Thought I'll give it a shot, see what people think. So leave your comments. I'm not sure if I should do any more because I don't know if I'm all that good at it, but I've actually enjoyed it, so I might continue to do it. So yeah, this was EcwNumbaWan. Comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks for watching.